Welcome to Coach Carter, coach of the LEC Vitality's team, my former coach as well with Mousesports, so you know from Prime League perhaps. Congrats on the win, man.
Thank you.
That was an awesome game. Wait, can you say something?
Hello?
Yeah,
Can
perfect.
you hear me?
Yeah, we have sound with you. Awesome, you take the time, man. Because
No
I think
problem.
last bit, I wrote you like 3 times, and you were like on a big win streak, and I would have loved to have you over, but then you were busy, I think, right?
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I
fine,
owe
it's
you.
fine.
I owe you.
No, you don't
Yeah.
owe me. You don't owe me at all. Much better start than the last bit, right?
Mhm.
You went like 0-2. Feels better now?
Yeah, it's especially stressful in this system because if you start 0-3, which we did, you feel like, can you swear?
You can swear, of course.
Okay.
Whatever you want. Say fuck, whatever. Yeah,
I mean, you are pretty fucked. if
yeah,
you go
you're really fucked.
0-3.
Yeah.
I mean, we managed to make it to the playoffs, so it's a bit easier to start 2-0 because once you get 3 wins, then you're pretty much into the playoffs. So like 2 wins is a great start.
I mean, I was really excited for today because I also predicted you guys would be the favorites, actually. And
Okay,
Chad, you know,
nice.
giving you some appreciation, some
Yeah.
hearts. Nice.
Yeah.
Hello, coach. Coach Carter is here. There's some Twitch chat delay. We have like 40 seconds delay.
Okay.
So that's why
Nice.
it's a bit delayed. Do you think BDS played worse than yesterday? Because Chad was like, against you two, they were much better than today. What changed?
I think that we had like really good like team comp to play, and because they played Zeri Rakan, I think that this kind of gave us free scaling into late game. And when you have seinen Nautilus and your Nautilus gets to take all that farm and your seinen is just stacking up souls more and more and more,
Yeah.
whilst they're playing like a champs that are pretty weak in the early game, then it seems pretty easy. And Photon, I think, played really well.
I
as
mean-
Rumble. I was gonna say you should surely appreciate how
I do.
great, yeah. And he was fantastic on the Rumble. So I think
Dude, we were so surprised in chat as well because usually Hillesang, he has to a bit to run it down, you know, in order for Vitality's games to work. But he and Proton in particular, they were really popping off. The 4-man knock-up by like Nautilus ult and then Rumble. Woo!
yeah,
That's
it
like a
was-
visual orgasm, man.
Yeah,
that was great.
Good. It was good. It was good. Yeah.
I mean, usually, is that something to do with, you know, Nautilus usually has to int? But then if he's, you know, the champion that goes in, it dies, right? But usually he's a support, but now it's a carry, because
Yeah.
he's farming, right?
Yeah.
So he's naturally more tanky. You think Hillesang actually should have become a top laner? Because if he was a top laner, he would never die.
And Hillesang is a great top laner.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. He
Is
is.
he?
Yeah, of course. He can play every role.
How am I supposed to
on.
know? You are the coach, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got some tricks up his sleeve. So
I can only imagine.
yeah, I mean, that's what I love about Hilly is that he's not afraid to go in. So like, if you need a tank to go in and engage, then he's your man.
Dude, we have something similar with Promiscu, right? But he was also a bit crazy in his head. I mean,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bit similar.
But
Alright.
yeah, like when everyone must know the feeling like when you're playing a solo queue game and your Nautilus or your Rakan is playing for KDA, then what are you doing? Just pick Janna.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
exactly. Then you just become reckless and pick Jenna.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Can you give us some insight about draft if you're comfortable? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's a bit.
It-
Dude, that's a
Trying to
bit loud,
kill
man.
me.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to blow out your eardrums. That's my bad. Does it work for you?
yeah. Wow. Okay. that's
Is it too loud now or is it fine?
no, it's working.
Okay. All right, Chad. We have game 2, of course. Heretics versus Rogue. Carter, I was making, you know, the bold statement. Rogue is the only team Heretics can win against because I really think they're mental boom. I mean, that's my opinion. Perhaps you agree, perhaps you don't.
Which team is mental boom or both?
Heretics.
I think
Perhaps
they're both. It's a battle of the mental boom. It's like-
Fair. Oh wait, you wanna look at this monitor?
yeah, I can look at this one.
Okay.
I mean, they're already like, fuck, man. What do we do? Let's just play Ziggs ADC. Like that's where they're at, right?
But back when we had Yesla, and you were always happy with Ziggs bot lane. You imagine, you remember the Holy Grail draft?
Yeah,
Included Ziggs.
yeah.
It did.
I mean, let's see what AD mid that Larsen is gonna play, or like maybe this is to like enable Finn to play some of his like spicy champs like
Kled.
Aurelia, Kled. Yeah, exactly. Kled would be a good one with Ziggs. I don't know. Like, I know that Comp has been playing Ziggs a lot in practice, but I didn't expect to see it like drafted this early.
Yeah,
And
especially so early on red side, we don't see it as often. You think it's enough to have, like, for example, Aatrox top lane, Lee Sin jungle, and then AP Ziggs, AP mid? Is that fine or is it bad damage mix?
I mean, it's fine damage mix, but those champs together are probably like not the best, right? I think like Ziggs would prefer to have like something with more CC and setup. I think like their first 3 champs are good. Like they already have Nautilus to set up the Ziggs. They have Tristana to enable like 80 damage and a lot of like pushing on the towers. And now I would expect that if like Sejuani is open, they would probably like play some kind of tank jungle and give Finn last pick.
Makes sense.
To try and enable him, because I think that's one of the reasons that they brought in Finn, and one of his main strengths as a player is that he's able to play the off meta picks, and I think like their strategy yesterday wasn't that great. Yeah.
You're very diplomatic, you know? You're very humble in the way you analyze, you know? But yeah, I mean, it's a good reason to bring in Finn. Has anything changed for you now with pre-recorded drafts, which makes you feel more awkward? Because usually we see coaches walking behind them, it's like, what are you even talking about? The draft is already done.
Yeah, it's weird because you do the drafts and the drafts are done, and then you have 20 minutes to talk about everything you will do.
Yeah.
So like the guys on stage know exactly what matchup they're going to play. They've thought about level 1 with their coaches. They've talked about how they're going to play their matchup. They might have played like their mid and top laner might have played 1v1s.
I heard from LCS. Yeah, that's disgusting, no?
Like you can check all the statistics of like, oh, this rune is performing a little bit better against this.
So I'm trying to read a bit between the lines. You're not a fan of pre-recorded draft?
I mean, it's nice if you can utilize all the information, which I think that we're doing well. But as far as I know, that's not going to be the case in playoffs. So it seems weird to have that in place now. But I mean, if it speeds up the flow, then I guess that's what they're doing it for.
I guess for the audiences, but at least my audience does not appreciate the changes. They don't like it.
Yeah.
If you are like right now looking at the draft as a coach, which side, like, do you have?
I mean, they got the Sejuani, right? So they're setting up for something from Finn. You're the top laner here. What's good versus Cassante?
I mean, just play Aatrox, man.
Yeah, just play Aatrox.
Just play Aatrox,
yeah,
man.
I think Aatrox would be a good pick. I mean, he has a lot of targets too.
He does, but usually with Sejuani we see more like Renekton and Jax, right? For auto text purposes.
Yeah.
But then again, I despise Cassante, and I hate the fact he's still viable after 14-4.
Yeah.
I have no clue how that happened. You know?
Yeah.
Oh no!
No,
you mentioned spicy picks with Finn.
I don't think that's a good one.
Yeah. You don't like it, no?
No. But go for it. I mean, come on, bro.
Yo, that's illogical.
Do something more exciting than that. Like, no way you went to the last pick to pick Renekton. Come on, man.
Red 5 Renekton, baby. Let's go. But it's good with Sejuani, right? It is. It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So give us like a short rundown. Which side would you favor? Do you have like this kind of analysis where you're like, do we have range, engage, or side laning? Or do you have another way to look at the game?
I mean, I think that both team comps like have win conditions here, right? Like the blue side team, they have a lot of like engage and follow up, and I think the red side team are trying to play the team fights out more slowly, try and focus down one target. So if I engages, I think that they should like all try to isolate her and focus her down. And I think that the red side team has a lot more benefit of like peeling back front to back with Ziggs and Tristana. So I think both team comps are pretty good. Both have a lot of tools. I think it comes down a lot to the
You're
execution.
such a diplomat, man.
Okay, if I have to say who's going to win,
give me a gut call. Do it.
What do we think, guys?
Chat, what do we think?
I think the red side. I like Ziggs. You know it.
I know you.
I love Ziggs.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm giving it to Ziggs. Press your R on the Zarya and bomb her, and just peel back the Vi, who's probably going to int because she's going to go in solo.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for analysis, man, for the time of the interview. I would love to have you over more often.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I mean, we should do it again next week?
Yeah.
Yeah? Deal, man. Thank you so much, Candy.
Thank you.
Not Candy anymore. Chat, Herzchen rein da für Candy Floss, a.k.a. Coach Carter. Der behält die Coach. Vielen Dank. Thank you, man. Thank you.